Hello guys, what is up? We're back with another video, and today we are going to be ranking all the weapons in Fortnite from worst to best. Now, before you get into this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss one of my other videos. And yeah, let's get into this. So, first off, the silenced SMG. I'm going to put it in a B. I feel like that's a good place for it. And like it doesn't do that much damage. It's in the game right now, I think. Yeah. The Scar, I'm going to put that in an A right now. It's too nostalgic and it's really OP at the same time. Chitari Blaster Rifle. Was this even good? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna put it in a B. I did play when that was out, so it wasn't that good of what I remember. Actually, if it was in the real game mode, it would have been really good. It's an A or a B. Here, for now, I'm gonna put it there, and that's the same for this. I'm gonna put that there too as well. Captain America's shield. I remember this was more like the weaker mythics at that time, but I feel like it was OP enough to be up here. Here, I'm gonna put this better than that, and this one's better than the blaster. The laser rifle is better than the blaster, and for sure. This, honestly, I'm gonna put these in forgotten. I don't really know. They sucked when they came out, the Deadpool release. They gave you Siphon, but they did hardly any damage. The Infinity Gauntlet, I'm going to put that in God tier for now. The OG Iron Man the rifles, the hand gun, repulsors. I think I'm going to put them higher than the shield because I remember them because they had aimbot. That was the first time they did that. And it did more damage than the Captain America shield. And you could also fly with them. Hawkeye's Boombo. I don't feel like this was really that good. Like, at all. I'm going to put this below the silenced pistol because you could grapple with it, but it didn't do that much. Actually, I think it did the same amount as the Boombo. No, I think it did around 100 damage. I don't think it. Actually, yeah, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it right there. Stark rifle, the legendary in purple. This is gonna have to go God tier. I remember that being really good. The blue Stark rifle will be an S since the purple and legendary are better. The Star Wars rifle, or whatever it was called. I don't remember. It wasn't that good. You couldn't cause they made it where when you shoot it, you don't have good accuracy when you hold it. They made it where it messes up your accuracy and you can hardly hit your bullets, and it doesn't do that much damage. I'm gonna put it for now, I'm gonna put it in Forgotten. Infinity Blade, it ruined a whole entire cup, bro. Because it ruined a whole entire tournament, I'm gonna put it here. But of course they nerfed it in creative and also in the new Infinity Blade. Like, not new Infinity Blade, but like the LTM. Batarang. This wasn't really the best, but I'll put it in a D. It's like the Clinger, but you can throw it better, and also it doesn't explode unless it finds someone, kind of like the proximity mines. The Mythic Brutus, you already know where this is going. It's going to be right there. The Brutus minigun was just too OP. TNTina's Boombo, I'm going to have to put it in Forgotten as well. Worse than Deadpool dualies. It's disappointing for a Mythic. It did 115 damage, but it did 115 damage, right? But for the fact that it did more damage than the Boombo, but by like 10, I think. Yeah. 15 actually more damage than the Boombo, and it didn't. You could only shoot 5 bullets at once, and it would recharge like the Banjo Bazooka, and it wasn't unlike the normal Boombo. You could just shoot at least like what was it, 1,000 bullets? Is that the max for the how many bullets you can have in it? Yeah. So it's just Forgotten. The heavy sniper, I'm gonna have to put this in A. Better than the Scar. They did get nerfed, but it's still very OP. C4, I'm gonna put this in a low D. The normal basic SMG, I feel like it's better than the silenced, so I'm gonna put it above that in a B. The gold, the OG Chapter 1 gold and purple FAMAS. Where would I put this? I'm gonna put it around like high tier B, okay? Because I remember it being actually a low A, okay? The gold and purple tack. Now, the gold and purple tack is actually very OP because they buffed it this season, and also just OP in general before that. I'm going to put it above the Scar in an A, high A tier. Then next we have the gray, green, and blue tack. This wasn't really... I would prefer another shotgun better than this besides, like, the start of the game. But, like, mid-game and end-game, I wouldn't prefer having this. Well, actually, since it got buffed, but back then I wouldn't prefer it, but now that it got buffed, it's better, and I'm gonna rank it there. I feel like that would be a spike. Now we have the poison traps, though. The poison traps, just another forgotten useless item. Airstrike, I'm gonna put it high D tier. It was good in one point, but also sometimes I want to put it in forgotten. But I feel like it had a little bit of potential. It was only in the game for like what, 2 weeks, and then it got removed. Yeah, it was only in the game for 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay, so next we have the classic AR. This is going to go in a high B tier for me. Because of it's been here forever, it's never been vaulted, and it's just the heart of Fortnite, honestly, that gun. I have to put it in a high B tier. The green and blue auto sniper, I think. Yeah, the auto sniper. Semi-auto sniper. Yeah, the semi-auto. The semi-auto, I'm gonna have to put it in an F. I don't really care for it that much, and it really sucked, I feel like. Okay, now we got the infantry rifle, okay? So this is the gold and purple version. I feel like this deserves to be a high A tier. It was really good. Maybe even a low S. Actually, yeah, I'll keep it where it is. The P90. Now, the P90 will obviously be an S. It is too OP. And you could side grade it. Or no, was that the compact? SMG. Yeah, the compact you could side grade to the rapid fire. The normal boombo, it's gonna be a low god tier for me, or high S. It's one of, you know what? For now, I'm gonna keep it here, high S, but it might be moved eventually. Bottle rockets. All I have to say, forgotten. At the bottom of forgotten. The burst SMG. Now, I'm gonna put this. It sucked, right? Yeah. It's gonna be here for me. It's not. I'm actually. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that there. The clinger. I'm gonna put the clinger around just below there. Okay. You could stick this and that on them. This is just like a mythic version technically of the clinger. So that's why I'm going to put this above the clinger. The combat. I'm sorry. If this was season 9, I would put this in God tier, okay? I would put it on the top of God tier. But ever since they nerfed it, I'm going to have to put it in Forgotten. Right there, in the middle of Forgotten. The crossbow. Crossbow's gonna have to go in a low F. I'm not even gonna explain why. It just sucks. Not as much as all these guys that are in Forgotten, but it sucked. The tactical AR, I'm gonna have to put this in a low A for me. Yeah, that's good for me. The double barrel. Now the double barrel can be OP at sometimes, but I'm gonna have to put it at a low B or a C. High C, I think. Could be good. The drum shotgun. Now, the drum shotgun for me, I'm going to put it in a E. Yeah, I feel like that's good. The drum gun. You already know where we're putting this. We're going to put it, actually, I'm going to put it at high S tier. The highest of the god of S tier. Okay? Then we have the dualies, okay? We have the dualies. The basic, classic dualies. That pretty much have every rarity right now in the game. There's like, at least, besides green and gray, the dualies have every single rarity. But the dualies, the basic dualies are going to have to go in a low D for me. The hand cannon. I'm going to have to put this above the heavy sniper in A. It's going to be a high A for me. Dynamite. It's going to be forgotten. It's going to be a forgotten one. Not worse than that. It's pretty much the ball rockets, but not as bad as them. Miasa's Pow Pow rifle wasn't even good. I feel like it deserves to be like a high S. No, actually, I'm just gonna put it in. I'm going to put it in Forgotten. It's not good at all. For now, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it in E. The minus drum gun is obviously gonna be up here. I'm gonna put it above the Infinity Blade. Like it was OP. Sky's AR. Oh, easy, bro. I don't know what to say to you. You're only good when killing zombies. Yeah. So basically, this does more damage than that, but they both suck. Flashlight pistol. It's a creative item. It's just a pistol with a flashlight. I'm gonna have to put it in. I'm gonna put it in. It's not as bad as those or this, so. I'll put it high E tier. But that's all I'm gonna put it in. The heavy shotgun. The heavy shotgun. I remember it being OP. Okay. It can be OP at times, so I'm gonna put it around like a below the scar, in between the scar and the original Iron Man gauntlets in A. So pretty much the middle of A tier. The bolt action sniper rifle, but the blue, green, and gray version. I'm gonna put it around. I'm gonna put it around right there because it can be really good at times. The triple rounded common burst. I'm gonna have to put. This wasn't that good, but I'll put it right here. I feel like it would be good at high D tier. The scoped AR. This can be OP, but it's not the most OP thing. I'm gonna put it in a high B tier, but not as high. It's gonna be second to highest B tier. The silent scar. The silent scar isn't that good. I'm gonna. It's either a low B, or a low C for me. Actually a high C or a low B. I'm gonna put it in a high C for now. The rocket launcher. The rocket launcher will be an A for me, okay? It's gonna be an A. Actually, it's gonna be better than. Yeah, it's gonna be right there. Grenades. Grenade meta is really good. I'm gonna put it in a low A for now. No, here, I'm gonna put it in a low A, yeah. Grenade launcher, it's not as good because you can't, actually, here, I'm gonna put it below, here, I'm gonna put it in a low, high B tier. And then you already know where I'm putting this. So the remote, quad launcher, what's it called? The remote, like the controllable, rocket launcher. I forgot the name, but it was OP. If you see footage of it, it's really OP because it's just a rocket launcher, but you can control where it goes, and I feel like it deserves to be in a god tier list. The LMG. The LMG is gonna be a low S tier for me. It's OP. It can be annoying. It's not as OP as the P90. I don't feel like it's gonna be a low S tier. Harpoon. The harpoon, I feel like is gonna be a high D. Okay, the Valentine's crossbow is gonna be F, and it's gonna be higher than these two because this one does more damage, but it really does suck still. So yeah, the hunting rifle, the green and blue versions of the hunting rifle. Okay, so where I'm gonna put this, okay, it's gonna be. Now, by the way, I was in the XD clan for just a little bit, but since it got shut down, I'm not. So I would use this a lot in Season 3 of Chapter 2, but I had a lot of experience with it. I'm going to put it in a high B tier, okay? The infantry rifle. The infantry rifle. The more lower tiers of the infantry rifle. The classic one. It's going to be, for me, a low C, I feel like. It doesn't do that much damage. I feel like that would be good. The pump. The gray, green, and blue pump. Where am I going to put this? I'm going to put it in a low A. I feel like that would be good. It's really good, but it's not as good as the ones up here. Now, the junk rift. The junk rift, obviously, forgotten. Just put it in forgotten. Okay, the Kingsman umbrella. I didn't really use it that much when it came out. I did kind of use it after it, like a couple of weeks after it came out, before it got removed. It got removed like, what, 2 months after it got added? Yeah, and Chapter 2 Season 2 was like a long season. about like 5 months long. And this got added in like the second update. I'm gonna put it in, you know what, low E. I was gonna put it in like Forgotten or F, but low E would be good. Okay, the red dark lightsaber. Now this one actually does the most amount of damage for a lightsaber. I feel like I will put this in a low S, right? Yeah, it did a lot of damage, and it did more damage than any of the other lightsabers. So yeah, the Zapatron, easy. Putting it up here. It's an S. I mean, not an S, a God tier, because of how good it was. It was only in the game for 1 day. It was rarely rare. You could only get it from a supply drop of what we've saw from the footage. And it was a sniper that took electric ammo. So basically it was really unique because it's the only gun that does that. Takes that type of ammo. And it did like, what? 300 damage? Headshot? And body shot I think was 200. Yeah. So it's definitely going up there. The AK, the purple and legendary AK. Now it got buffed this season, but it's not that good still, in my opinion. It feels worse than the infantry rifle. Feels like the infantry rifle, like the lower version of it, the infantry rifle. So I'm gonna put it above the infantry rifle. The green lightsaber, the third most powerful lightsaber. I'm gonna put this, I feel like, in a low B. Yeah, I feel like that's good. Then we have the purple mace window purple lightsaber. Now this one actually is the second to best lightsaber. So basically the red one is the best, and then it's purple, which is second best. So I'm gonna put this in an A for the damage because it doesn't seem like, yeah, I feel like that would be good. Yeah, that would be good. The mythic goldfish. Now the mythic goldfish, I'm gonna put it in about, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna actually put it right. I know it does a lot of damage, but it's not. Here, I'm gonna put it in A tier. Now, the reason why I'm not putting it in S or God tier is because it would one-shot a person if you hit them, but also when you hit it and when you throw it can get yeeted so far that it can go across the map pretty much. So yeah, that sucks. Then you have to go all the way over there, and then it does 200 damage, yes, so one taps, but because of that, it's going to be in A. And also, it's only a 1 out of a million chances of getting it, so you'll never see it, most likely, unless you're in, like, creative mode and you find a map that has it. Okay, the mounted turret. Now, the mounted turret is gonna have to go. It was OP, so I'll give it that. I'm gonna put it in a high B tier, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that would be good for it. The compact SMG, it's just a lower version of the P90. It doesn't do that much damage. Doesn't have as much bullets per round. It's just a worser version. I'm gonna put it in a low. I'm gonna put it in the B tier, above the SMG and the silenced SMG. Yeah, the purple and gold revolver. The purple and gold revolver, I feel like would be good around here. Yeah, right there would be good. The gold and purple pistol. Now this, it can be OP. I'm gonna put it in a low S tier because it's better than a Scar. It does more damage, and it's just really good. But it can be very annoying when you get that from legendary chest, because no one wants that from a legendary chest. Anyways, the gray, green, and blue AK. I feel like it would be good here. A low E, okay? Yeah. the proximity grenade launcher. It's good. I'm gonna give. It's not the best, so I'm gonna put it in a high S tier. Okay, proximity mines, just forgotten. I don't think they're ever coming back, and it wasn't really the best. This SMG, I forgot the name, but it was at the beginning of the game. It got added, I believe. No, it wasn't. That's another one of the SMGs in the list. But this one got added only for one day in Season X in the Solid Gold on accident. This has never been in the game besides that one day. Kind of like the Zopatron, but it wasn't that good. But I'm gonna put it in a low a low C tier because of the fact that it was how they added it, but it wasn't that good and it only came in gray rarity. So yeah. The spaz, that's obviously going in a high S tier. Yeah, I feel like that's good. The quad launcher, where's the rocket launcher? Yeah, I'm gonna put this around here, and I'm gonna move the rocket launcher around this here. And so I'm gonna move down the rocket launcher to B tier, and A tier is gonna have the quad launcher. Yeah, I feel like that's right. The rapid SMG. This thing was OP. People didn't really like it when it was only blue. It was kind of OP, but then in season 3 of chapter 2, they added the purple and legendary, and it got completely buffed. It was one of the best SMGs. So for that, I'm gonna put it a low god tier. Okay. The trap. I feel like, well, the trap is very OP. I'm going to put it a low S tier. Yeah, that would be good. Okay, so the lower versions of the revolver, I feel like it deserves to be here. Yeah. Next, we have the blue lightsaber, the worst version of it. I'm going to put it around here in D tier. Okay, this SMG only stayed for like season 1 and 2. I didn't get to play with it. I don't think it was that OP. I think it came with a gray, green, and blue version of it. Here, I'm gonna put it the middle of a C tier. I mean, not S. The tactical SMG. Now, when it got the gold version, it got very OP, and it was very OP before that too. So I'm gonna put it right there in the higher section of the S tiers. Okay, so Rusty Can, obviously forgotten. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's so bad that no one even thinks about it unless they got it, like from fishing. So yeah. Scoped revolver. I'm gonna put it a low C tier. Yeah. Okay. The chapter 1 version of the lower versions of the pistol. This is gonna go for my heart. I would put it here. The 6-shooter, obviously forgotten. It's gonna be better than dynamite for sure, but it's just forgotten. The snowball launcher hasn't came back like the one that came out in season 2, not the exotic version. This it's not that good, to be honest. It did, I think, 70 damage. It was like a snowier, like Christmas edition version of the grenade launcher. I'm gonna put it around here in a low D tier. Stink bombs. I think I'm gonna put that in a low F. Yeah. Okay, the Storm Scout sniper rifle. I like the mechanic with it. How they in season 9 they added this Storm Scout sniper rifle where it would show you where the storm is, and then also they made the back bling that you got from challenges that season. So basically, this one They also added this, so then for when you didn't own the back bling, you could use this when they unvaulted it. I'm gonna put this in a low B tier, and then the silenced scoped sniper, the silent sniper, I mean. I'm gonna put this in a low A tier. Yeah. Okay. Stormbreaker from Thor. I feel like it's better than the Infinity Blade. It could definitely take it out easily. This was one of the best mythics at the time. Yeah, it's gonna be a god tier, better than an Infinity Gauntlet and in between the Infinity Blade. Then we got the thermal scoped AR. I feel like this would be a low B tier. I didn't really use it that much when it was in the game for me. Remember, I started in season 8, so some of these I haven't played with, but most of them I have. Like pretty much all of them on this list I have, but some of them I haven't. Yeah, I feel like the thermal AR, when it was in the game for when I was playing, I didn't really use it that much, and it didn't really, it doesn't matter to me that much. Yeah. And then the pickaxe is going to be a low F. It's not forgotten. We always will use it. And it does 20 damage though, and it's actually better than the stink bomb. No, actually the stink bomb is better. But yeah, it's going to be the lowest F for now. The zapper trap, it's going to be forgotten, honestly. It's not that good. Okay, so the minigun, okay? The minigun. Where will I put the minigun? I'm going to put it, I feel like it would be good if it was right at the top of A tier. Yeah. Okay. The flintlock. The flintlock is going to be a low, actually it's going to be like a high A tier because it's one of my favorite weapons. I would use it all the time when it was out, and I use the dub a lot. Especially when you can use double pump with it, and also it's a flintlock and a double barrel, so it's really fun to use. I feel like the flintlock is one of the best guns ever. Please unvault it. Epic. The purple and legendary auto sniper. I'm gonna put this around. I'm gonna put this like a low E tier, yeah. The silenced pistol, I feel like a low B tier would be good for that. Yeah. The storm flip doesn't do that much damage, but I'll put it a high D tier. Here, then the charge, the gray, green, and blue charge. I feel like the charge just sucks, where I have to put all the charge rarities in Forgotten, besides like the Mythic, because that one could be good at times. Okay, Jules drum gun, okay? The worst drum gun in the game right now is this. So I'm going to have to put this around, yeah, I'm going to put this in a low C. It wasn't that, actually, I'm going to put it in a low B. Yeah, it wasn't that good. Okay, Kit's charge shotgun. I'm going to put this in a, high B. Because you could use the Yeet launcher with it, and it was really good meta. It was a really good meta, and it did do a lot of damage, but I feel like a lot of people hated the charge, and I didn't really like it either, so I'm going to put it in a high B. Okay. Ocean's Burst. Now, the Mythic Burst that Ocean owned, I'm going to put it in a low S tier. I feel like that would be good because it did a lot of damage. It was really good, and it came with the Chug Jug as well, but it wasn't like God tier. It was like a more of a low S tier. Yeah. Fireflies, obviously forgotten. The legendary and purple hunting rifle, I'm going to put this in a low God tier. I was in the XD and I loved using it when I was in XD. It was really fun snow scoping people with it. So I'm going to put it there. The flare gun is going to be a low B. No, not a low B. A low E, yeah. The chapter 2 gray, green, and blue versions of the pistol is obviously going to be an E. I don't think it's actually I think it's better than the chapter 1 version. Okay, obviously better than the legendary and purple versions of the Charger, better than the gray, green, and blue, but it's obviously going to be forgotten because no one liked it. Like, people did, but not too many people liked it. I didn't like it. Okay, the third, the triple burst, the triple FAMAS, it was better than it is better than the double FAMAS, double bullet shooting FAMAS, which is going to be, okay, the double is going to be a low A, and then the triple is going to be a high A, like a really high one. And then there's the purple and legendary scoped assault rifle, AR. That's gonna be a high C, a high C. I feel like that's where it could go. Doom's gauntlets. By the way, some of the mythics for some reason and guns aren't in here, like the shadow drum gun and venom and stuff. For some reason it's not. So just keep that in mind that not every gun is in here. But most of them are, 99% of them, but some of them aren't. And I hope they fix that soon. But anyways, Doom's gauntlets are going to be a low B for me. And then the Doom's bomb is going to be a low C. The fire trap is obviously forgotten. It's worse than the fireflies. Actually worse than pretty much everything but the bottle rockets. Then there's the Black Panther. It's not going to be forgotten. I'm not disrespecting him for the fact that he died. Rest in peace. But they didn't really do anything with the mythic. I feel like they did a bad job on making it because it hardly did any damage. It was really bad. It wasn't worth having in your inventory when you could have used that inventory slot for another weapon. Besides, like, making for YouTubers, besides like making one video for content with this mythic, that's like all everyone would use it for. Besides like a challenge or a YouTube video, that was like it. So I'm gonna put it in a low E because I'm respecting the fact that he died. Yeah. Okay, so the new Iron Man repulsors will be a low S. Okay. The Unibeam is gonna be a high God tier, better than Stormbreaker. Yeah. Or no, actually, you know what? Unibeam will be worse than Stormbreaker and Infinity Gauntlet, but not as bad as the other ones in this God tier list. Okay, so then we have the attack for She-Hulk's mythic, which will be a low A tier. And then we have the slam version, which is going to be a high B tier. Yeah. Storm's mythic didn't do like any damage besides like what, 20 damage, and then would like knock you back. and it would pick you up, and then it wasn't that good, so it's gonna be in Forgotten, and it's gonna be like at the bottom because it did no damage, but it's not gonna be as bad as ball rockets, of course. For some reason, there's two versions of the Thor mythic. I don't know why, so I'm gonna just put these both in a low D because they're about the same thing, but I don't know why there's two. The scratch attack for Wolverine will be a low A, worse than the She-Hulk punch. Okay, and then the slash Wolverine attack will be a low B. Okay, and then we have the Mando sniper. That's gonna be a high S. Then we have the explosive heavy sniper rifle. It's not good. It got buffed a little. It's not that good. I did get a win with it before in the past. But it's not that good. I'm gonna put it in a low D tier would be good. Yeah. Okay. The exotic blaze sniper rifle will be a low. Actually, you know what? It's gonna be a high A tier. It is really good. Anyways, it's obviously gonna be Forgotten. The lever action. It's never gonna be good unless they buff it insanely high. And then we have the exotic Nighthawk. The exotic Nighthawk I can be good with, but it's gonna be a high C for me. The Shadow Tracker is gonna be a high A for me, yeah. And then we have the Dub. The Dub is really fun. You can double pump with it. It's a flintlock and a double barrel combined. It's gonna be, because of that, it's gonna be a low S, okay? For some reason, there's two Dragon Breaths. Dragon Breath is obviously gonna be Forgotten. And then there is the Hop Rock Dualies. The Hop Rock Dualies are very fun. And they do a lot of damage. They're very OP. I'm going to put them in like a high S. And also you can skybase and not take fall damage when you fall down. And then we got the lever action. The lever action shotgun, I feel like for me right now, it is new. Like newer. But for me, I'm going to put it in like a little. Here, where's the pump? Not the spaz, the pump. I'm gonna put it below the pump. Yeah. I feel like that is good. Okay, so that is my tier list, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.